I declare this congregation of the University of Sussex open. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you formally to this graduation ceremony. A warm welcome to our honoured guests, friends of the university, and to our faculty members and those representing the professional services here at Sussex. But my warmest welcome is to you, our graduands, and the families and friends that join you here today. And also to those who couldn't make it here in person and may be catching this via live video stream. Good morning. Or, depending on where you are in the world, good afternoon, or good evening, or if it's in the middle of the night, hey, nice pajamas. It's been a beautiful week here in Brighton. The sun's been out, the beaches are full, just like it is every other day of the year. Sussex University was founded on modern outward-looking principles, a forum that encourages unconventional approaches to problem solving and embraces concepts and experiences from different backgrounds, cultures, and belief systems, realizing that invention and innovation doesn't ally itself with any color or creed. Utilizing these principles, students from Sussex have gone on to high achievement in the arts, in politics, commerce, and science all around the world. So in that light, we are particularly proud to be welcoming graduands representing over 85 different nations at these ceremonies. But back to you and today. Today marks a watershed in your life story so far. The volume marked the academic years. Some of you will be going on to further academic study, but for the majority, the conclusion of this ceremony will bring to a close your formal education. A story that began all those years ago on that first day of nursery or kindergarten as you cried with confusion as your parents abandoned you. And they pretended to cry and went home and had a party. Through all those years of early school where you brought home your art, splodges of misshapen paint with bits of glitter and cotton wool stuck to it that your family treated like it was a Jackson Pollock and stuck on the kitchen wall. And over the years, you continued to bring home these pastel abominations, and it's safe to say that your families treated all of them as a load of Pollocks. Then came the joy of the teenage years, growing bones, hormones, sarcastic tones, mobile phones, and then came all the pressure of those exams that would determine your future. Partying too hard, drinking too much, not enough sleep, relationships, rejection, confusion, and then came Sussex, and more of the same. No, of course not. You arrived at Sussex and it was gentle study, juice bars, chess clubs, knitting classes, and the occasional ice cream on the beach. That was for the benefit of the parents. I suppose what I'm trying to highlight here is the momentous journey that you've already been on. I know that many of you would have had to dealt with plenty of challenges to get here, dealing with financial debts, loss of loved ones, illness, juggling personal responsibilities, and yet you prevailed. You did it. You're here. And we're here too. Although these continue to be uncertain, austere times, Sussex looks forward to dealing with the challenges of remaining competitive, relevant, and appropriate on the world academic map. In this last year, a survey in the Daily Telegraph found that Sussex students are the most likely to be thinking and working on their future careers early in their studies. Sussex scientists have launched the B app so we can better understand and reverse the trend of their decline. And Sussex academics have developed the Mappiness app to build up a map of where and when people are at their happiest. For me, it was the Caribbean 2001, but since I'm married now, I can't say any more for legal reasons. But you're probably thinking at this point, can you stop talking now and can we get on to the Vice-Chancellor's address and the ceremony? All we want to do is to get across this stage without losing our hats or tripping over and landing in the lap of someone in the front row. And what a choice of laps you have this morning. It's like the sequel to Les Miserables. Les Miserables 2, a little more miserable. But on a technical note, you haven't actually got your degrees yet, and you getting one may just depend on how much love you show me when you come up here. No love, no degree. Family and friends, this is a great occasion, of course, for you, and thank you for being here. And a small note to family and friends. Feel free to whoop, applaud, make some noise, and generally embarrass your loved ones as they come up here. They've done it enough times to you, and this is payback time. Graduands, this is a celebration, so feel free to express who you are within the bounds of common decency and legality, of course, and I look forward to seeing you up here. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor to address the congregation.
Chancellor, Madam Mayor, graduands, les miserables, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not promising, Chancellor, not promising. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you. It's a real pleasure to add my welcome to all of you to this summer graduation ceremony. Graduation is a highlight of the academic year, and the time when we on stage and families and friends in the auditorium can truly indulge in you, our graduands' success. Although graduation has its formal aspects, you may have noticed that we have made a bit of an effort and dressed up for the occasion. But as the Chancellor has said, it's a time to relax, to have fun, and to really work hard to embarrass your loved ones as they walk, trip, dance, skip across the stage. And actually, you know, we do measure the noise you generate at each of these ceremonies, and there is a sort of book running as to who can make the most noise and be the most embarrassing. So work hard on it if you can. So before we get into the main business of the day, I thought I should just say a few things about the university. Sussex has had a very good year, despite having to tussle, like all universities, with the massive changes that are occurring in response to the present government's approach to the funding of higher education. But during the last 3 years, Sussex has grown in size by about 1,000 units a year. The university continues to be a popular destination for UK, EU, and overseas students. And it's not surprising, therefore, that we are graduating more students in these summer ceremonies than ever before. Well over 2,500 of you during the next few days. About 100 nations will be represented at these ceremonies, and a very wide spectrum of ages, with representation from the 2nd decade of life right through to the 8th decade of life. Formal education is now something that extends across at least 6 of Shakespeare's 7 ages of man. We're currently preparing the university's next strategic plan, which will guide our developments during the next 5 years. We believe strongly that the university should continue to grow, a view endorsed by the university's Senate and its Council. Why do we think this is right? For me, there are 3 main reasons. Firstly, we believe that the Sussex experience is still distinctive, and we want more students to share that experience with us. But as our student numbers increase, our academic faculty, our lecturers and professors, teachers and researchers will also grow. For example, in the past 5 years, we've recruited more than 50 new additional professors and promoted a similar number of our own academics to become professors in the university. This will support our ambition to expand the university's research capability and ensure that we continue to compete in the global research community to be certain that we keep our place in the world's top 100 universities. Finally, being larger, we gain some of the benefits of scale, which includes financial resilience. This has never been more important in this economically uncertain world. We've had a very busy year. We've continued to celebrate our 50th anniversary, including overseas events in the US, China, and Hong Kong. We've raised more than 3/4 of our 50 million 50th anniversary campaign target and continue to invest in our campus estate. I'd like to tell you about some of our other successes during the past year, but one of the things I've learned since coming to Sussex is that people seem to like me more the less I speak. So we put together a short film which illustrates some of the highlights of the year. Thank you, and special thanks to Rob Reed, Carrie Prue, and the communications team who were responsible for the video. In parallel with the growth in students and academic faculty, we're continuing to develop the campus to a quality that we believe will provide an unparalleled experience for our students and staff. At the beginning of the year, as you saw in the film, we opened the new Jubilee building, the new home for business management, economics, and SPRU. We're refurbishing our theatre complex to create the new Attenborough Centre for Creative Arts, and giving another of our newer buildings, the Freeman Building, a serious makeover to provide a new home for our rapidly growing School of Law, Politics and Sociology. Both these buildings will reopen next year in 2014. And we're not finished yet. We're planning to renew the Science Estate and planning more student residential accommodation so that we can ensure that future students will have high-quality, affordable accommodation on campus. We're developing an investment plan for the campus of more than £200 million over the next 5 to 8 years. But there are some significant challenges ahead. We're all too well aware of the heavy financial pressures faced by our students and very concerned that these pressures are only going to increase. I'm particularly concerned now about the funding for master's programs and postgraduate research. To address this, we have created additional scholarships for Sussex graduates. The Sussex Graduate Scholarships are available to all Sussex graduates who have achieved a first or a 2-1 in their undergraduate honours degree and wish to proceed directly to full-time postgraduate taught study at Sussex. In addition, we've created over 100 Chancellor's Master's Scholarships for UK and EU nationals who receive a first from a UK university. These initiatives, which are additional to our international scholarships, are designed to show that Sussex, as a world-leading, research-intensive university, is committed to retaining and attracting highly qualified and motivated postgraduate students, irrespective of their background. We're particularly proud of our first-generation scholar scheme that supports more than 1,000 undergraduates each year from families that have never had someone who has benefited from a university education. Many of us are still concerned that incoming students from overseas are regarded as immigrants by the Home Office and that the visa application process remains excessively bureaucratic and is acting as a major disincentive to potential applicants. We continue to make the case to the Home Office and the UKBA that our international students are not immigrants. We welcome you as highly valued guests. You make a vital intellectual contribution to our university, and through your presence, create a global community on campus. And after graduation, we believe you are our best ambassadors when you return home to your own country. Now a few words to our graduands. You, our students, are the heart of the university. Without you, quite simply, the university would not exist. Sussex has always strived to create a learning and research environment that encourages independent thought, which hopefully allows you to leave the institution with more questions than answers. And finally, a few words to families and friends. Can I join the Chancellor in thanking you for the support that you have given your sons and daughters, perhaps your partners or spouses, and in some cases, parents and other family members during their time at Sussex. It has helped to make today a reality. Many of you will have made great sacrifices to help your loved ones get to this point today, and the university fully recognises this important role that you have played and offers you our sincere thanks. And graduates, I hope that your experiences at Sussex have extended way beyond the limits of your degree and that they will have gone some way to prepare you for the future. Knowing the current challenges for recent graduates in getting appropriate graduate-level jobs, we've invested in our careers and employability services, including a leadership accelerator program. There are early signs that this investment is beginning to pay off, with more Sussex graduates getting jobs last year than the previous year. We're fully aware of the financial sacrifice that you have made to get here today, but remember in those darker, gloomier moments that the evidence is clear. UK graduates in the long run are happier, healthier, and wealthier than their peers who were not able to have a university experience. I hope also that you will be able to take our values such as freedom, tolerance, equality, social responsibility, and honesty forward into the next stage of your life. I would ask you to remember the multinational community that you've created here at Sussex and build on those experiences as you go out into the wider world. Sadly, we still live in a world where poverty, catastrophe, and conflict abound. We all have the responsibility to play our part to promote societal change, and I look to you and your Sussex experience to go out in the world and really make a difference. As you think about the new life that will begin to unfold when you leave the ceremony today, I would ask you to keep some time and space in your heart for Sussex. Remember, you will always be part of the Sussex family, and it is likely that we will need you in the future, perhaps more than you will need the university. You will, of course, be joining an illustrious group of alumni, many of whom have made major contribution to the worlds of politics, government, academia, the creative industries, business, international development, and so on. You name it, and you will find Sussex graduates worldwide changing lives, making an impact. Our alumni relations team will make sure that we stay in contact wherever you might be in the future. And for those families here today with previous generations of Sussex alumni as members, please call by at the alumni desk and say hello. Finally, let me take this opportunity to say again how proud of you we are and offer you our sincere congratulations. I wish all of you every good fortune for your chosen futures and hope that your experience at Sussex has gone some way to prepare you for the next stage of your life. My very best wishes to you all. I call upon the head of the School of History, Art History and Philosophy, Professor Matthew Crago.
Chancellor, I will now present to you graduates from the School of History, Art History and Philosophy. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in American Studies with Study Abroad Year, Joe Bailey. Patrick Carnegie Arbuthnot. Thomas Dowick. Lawrence Gerhardt. Jude Holt. Harry Isett. Wanjiru Kiriuki. Fionn Nags. Emily Lewis Dunn. Sam McIntyre. Julia Milovich Davis. Michael Orton. Jack Philo. Sebastian Smith. Lorne Sinclair. Jack Stannard. Aisha Waith. And Rosie Wells. For the BA American Studies and English with Study Abroad Year, Laura Barnes. John Farrelly. Charlie Marchant. Mackenzie Miller. Cato Reardon. Jack Ross. Ashbal Sanger. Lucy Shave. And Ella Spirinius Waters. For the BA American Studies and History with Study Abroad Year, Jack Burgess. And Emma McGarthy. For the BA American Studies and International Relations with Study Abroad Year, James Daniel Moon. Chancellor also awarded the prize for the highest ranking student in the Department of American Studies, Gemma Jones. For the BA American Studies and Politics with Study Abroad Year, Charlie Burgeon. And Sophie Stewart Block. Chancellor, for the BA in Art History, I present to you Francesca Bate. Alice Black. Nick Booth. Michael Burrow. Rachel Carroll. Lucy Cartledge. Alice Dallin Walker. Marie David. Naomi Dorr. Sita Dobbs. Ellen Donaldson. Alexandra Flieger. Esme Godden. Megan Grady. Emily Harris. Charlotte Hukin. Metap Husnu. Chancellor also awarded the prize for the highest ranking student in the Department of Art History, Rebecca Johnson. Natalia Kosteska. Rachel Lawrence. Amy Lockwood. Georgia Morley. Charlotte Mosley. Eleanor Porter. Rowan Shacklock Hendry. Anton Smirnov. Isabella Smith. Helen Turner. Elizabeth Ugler. And Carly Vaughan. For the BA Art History and Archaeology, Emoke Borbele Soproni. For the BA Art History and Film Studies, Edward Palmer. And Ryohei Sasahara. Chancellor, I now present to you graduates for the BA in History. Kate Adams. Amelia Ainsworth. James Allen. Chantel Anoff. Thomas Armstrong. Nathan Barre. Sophie Bass. Aaron Benmore. Lauren Bennett. Matthew Blissett. Lauren Brown. William Brown. Emily Burnett. Ross Chalmers. Jenny Chimura. Amy Louise Clarkson. Alice Connor. Sam Cook. Natasha Cowan. Robert Crawford. Thomas Curran. Nicholas Davis. Rosanna Denton. Alice Dunn. Taylor Edwards. Benjamin Elphick. Tanika Facey. Matilda Fell. Samantha Fennessy. Rachel Few. Emma Forge. Hannah German. Adam Golder. Nathan Lee Green. Billy Grimes. Fadi Hanona. Matthew Harris. Paige Hartley. Edmund Herbert. Becky Highmore. Alexander Hitchcock. Chancellor also awarded the John Lowson Prize for the highest dissertation mark in the Department of History, Shane Horwell. James Husden. Beth Howgate. Ella Hunter-Johnson. Amina Hussain. Jamie Irvin. Joshua Kernahan. Isabel King. Jessica Lanham Cook. Piers Lawford. Hannah Lawton. Barney Leach. Chancellor also awarded the Morris Hutt Prize for the student who has made a significant contribution to the Department of History and to the university as a whole, Rachel Lepley. Samuel Lucas. Rowan Malcolm. Miles Manyonda. Joey McCann. James McGaw. Amber McNicholas. Samuel Millard. Catherine Mutlow. Emma Parrish. Gary Fethian. Alice Ridgway. Ella Rigby-Lewenstein. Benjamin Ringshall. Elisa Roborn. Chelsea Ruffle. Darren Ryan. Sophie Ryan. Emma Sedgwick. Emma Shanahan. David Slack. Abigail Smith. Alexander Stevenson. Rachel Stevenson. Ben Stoddart. Madeline Story. Iniam Subramoni. Ryan Sweeney. Lisa Shago. David Thomas. Luke Tobin. Hannah Tranter. Sasha Valab. Ebony Gale Ward. Chancellor also awarded the Rose Prize for the highest ranking student in the Department of History, Patrick Wheatley. Edward Wheeler. Christopher Whitehead. Jeremy Williams. Luke Wilson. Callum Woolgar. Georgia Wright. Samuel Wright. And Harry Yates. For the BA in History and Film Studies, Sean Doherty. Ben Haddon. Ruth Kelly. And Elizabeth Staton. Chancellor, for the BA in Philosophy, I present to you Kelly Andre. Katie Angelou. Talina Maganyan. Stephanie Bentley. Lottie Birdsall-Strong. Hannah Bishop. Charlotte Campbell. Olivia Christophers. Joanna Davis. Grace Evans. Michael Harvey. Rosie Howell. Sophie Hoyle. Harriet Johnson. Jacob Kowaleski. Peter Lansley. Emma Lansdowne. Claire McIntyre. Antonia Mile. Daisy Moore. Jessica Morris. Mason Redding. Julian Richardson. Ben Scandrett. Holly Walker. And Ryohei Yamaguchi. For the BA in Philosophy and Cognitive Science, Matthew Beanie. Petra Marcotti. Joanna Porter. And Anita Scaramuzzi. For the BA Philosophy and English, Bradley Charles. Natasha Lobo. James McIntosh. Emily McMullen. Gemma Mitchell. Elizabeth Perry. And Emma Powell. For the BA Philosophy and French with Study Abroad year, Will René. For the BA Philosophy and German Studies, Joseph Dickinson. For the BA Philosophy and Music, Sean Gibson. For the BA in Philosophy and Sociology, Gregory Edwards. And Luke Heitner. For the BA Philosophy and Spanish with Study Abroad Year, and Chancellor also awarded the Philosophy Prize for the highest ranking student in the Department of Philosophy, Octavia Aron. For the degree of Master of Philosophy, Elena Histova. Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Craig Jordan Baker. Christopher Kempshall. Romy Langerheiner. Katja May. Rebecca Rayner. And Wendy Watson. Chancellor, this concludes the list of graduates from the School of History, Art History and Philosophy.
I call upon the Vice-Chancellor. Sorry, I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, but I am the Vice-Chancellor. Excuse me. Is this right? Sorry about that. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present Simon Fanshawe. Before, so get it off, Simon. I should just explain, actually, that Simon knew nothing about this. I hope the look on his face reveals that. This is a surprise. So, Simon, you now have to come and stand on the spot. Just there, sir. Chancellor, Simon Fanshawe was a law student at Sussex from 1975 to 1978, since when he has remained an exemplary active member of our alumni community. In 2001, he became an independent member of the University Council and has been its chair since August 2007, a position from which he is stepping down from at the end of this month. As chair of council, Simon has overseen a period of major change, including my own appointment in 2007, the creation of a new strategic plan, financial recovery, 50% growth in student numbers from 2007 and 2012, and 150 million capital development so far. He has overseen a regeneration of the university's reputation as experienced by vastly improved performances in the National Student Survey and a range of externally compiled league tables. Always seeking improvements, he has also led successful reform of the university's governance structures, including new charter and statutes. Those of us who've had the pleasure of working with him were delighted to see his work and efforts recognised when he was awarded an OBE in the 2013 New Year's Honours for his services to higher education, a much-deserved accolade. But Simon's interests are not confined to higher education. Beyond his work at the university, Simon is well known as a broadcaster and a highly regarded journalist, consultant and campaigner, particularly in the promotion of equality and diversity. He first came to public attention as a stand-up comedian, winning the prestigious Perrier Award in 1989, and now contributes regularly across all mainstream mass media, including most of the broadsheet press and BBC television and radio. Simon describes himself as a provocateur with a purpose and works to create effective change in organisations and in the world. His energy and passion for bringing about positive change is reflected in his work and many achievements in both the public and the private sector, as a chair and as a non-executive. A selection of major milestones in his career include: he was founding member of UK Stonewall in 1989, a lesbian, gay and bisexual rights charity. His charity work also includes being patron of the Forgiveness Project, co-founded by the late Dame Anita Roddick, where he serves alongside Archbishop Desmond Tutu and the Right Honourable the Lord Wolfe, former Chief Justice of England and Wales, to achieve the project's aim of reconciliation and renewal around the world. He's a non-executive director of Housing 21, a social enterprise working for affordable housing for older people. In the public sector, he was a founder and chair for 12 years of the Brighton and Hove Economic Partnership, the city's main economic strategy forum, and also played a major role in the successful campaign to have Brighton and Hove awarded city status in 2000. In the private sector, Simon is chair of Midnight Communications and a board member of Forster, a communications agency that works on campaigns to improve social and environmental states to improve lives. More recently, Simon co-founded Asta Fanshawe, a consultancy that tackles discrimination and encourages equality and diversity in the workplace. His commitment to bringing about effective change is evidenced in the legacy he leaves at the university, as I mentioned earlier. For more than a decade, and especially in the last 6 years since he became chair of council, Simon has acted as an ambassador and an influencer for the university, and we are grateful to him for everything he has done for Sussex during his tenure. He's been a critical friend and a strong leader of our council, and we shall miss him, although we hope he will continue to remain a close friend and active member of our alumni community. Chancellor, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of the University Honoris Causa, Simon Fanshawe.
You know how this goes, don't you?
I've heard it for others.
By the authority of the Senate and the Council of University, it gives me enormous pleasure to confer upon you the degree Doctor of the University, Honoris Causa. Congratulations.
Thank you. I really didn't know this was going to happen at all, so thank you very much indeed. So obviously I haven't got anything prepared, so I'll just speak for the next half an hour or so. I won't actually, I'll speak very shortly. I've told this story before, some have heard it, but tell it to you that I won't speak very long. I did a conference recently and there was a little pile of feedback forms and I looked at them to see what they said about me, and somebody had written, if I only had an hour left to live in my life, I'd want to spend it listening to a speech by Simon Fanshawe. And at the end, there was an asterisk and I turned to the continuation page and they'd written, because it would seem like eternity. So, You do have to be a bit careful with the public speaking thing. A woman came up to me recently and in a burst of over-enthusiasm, she said to me, "Oh, that was marvellous, will it be published?" And I said, trying modesty, which is not, frankly, my strongest point, I said, "Probably posthumously." And she went, "Oh, I can't wait." So, so you do have to be careful. It's been a bit of a week for me. I got married on Saturday, which I know, and which at 56, I've become a bit of a role model for the over 50s. Love to me is like diabetes, it's late onset. So, but what I would like to just say about Sussex is the things that Michael very kindly read out there, founding with others Stonewall and getting involved in the Forgiveness Project and developing a kind of idea that one's role in life was to try and do something. Fundamentally, for me, came from Sussex. I came to Sussex having been on that classic middle-class route from prep school to public school, and off I was supposed to go to Oxbridge. And I went with my friend Chris Watson to Oxford to the open day, and on the train on the way back, he was absolutely luminescent with enthusiasm. And I looked at him and I thought, I'm not. I don't feel that. And so I went to my second choice. And I came to Sussex, and I spent the open day here. And when I left, I was too full of that extraordinary luminescence. And I had in my hand the leaflet from the rent strike that was currently going on at the time. And I just instantly realized that this was a place that would help me to be who I was. And I wasn't born in Brighton, but I was born to be in Brighton, really. So all I can say to the graduands today is that Sussex has an embrace that will live with you for the rest of your life. And what it will always remind you every time you think of Sussex is that Sussex has a purpose, and its purpose is to bring about positive social, political, and change in the world. That's what we do. That's what we try and manufacture at Sussex. We try to manufacture change and commitment. So whatever you do, the enemy of Sussex is the phrase, whatever. Never whatever. It's never whatever. Make up your mind. Find out what you want to do. Find that place in the world, and always take inspiration from these people who helped you define that, from your friends who helped you define that, and from the institution itself. Keep in touch, because you will never be loosened from its embrace, and go out into the world and make sure that you make a difference. Thank you so much for this. I can't tell you.
Okay, Chancellor, we're back on track. I call upon the acting head of the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences, Professor Philip Harris.
Chancellor, I will now present to you graduands from the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Aizan Alembetova. Jessica Anthony. Nicola Chambers. Michael Childs. Oh, Michael Childs. Finian Conway O'Brien. Craig Curley. Jade Dean. George Furtado O'Mahony. Chancellor also awarded the prize for Best Performance in BSc Mathematics, Matthew Gable. Congratulations. Elizabeth Hingley. Alexandria Kircher. Zara Khan. Madeline Killick. Eleanor Corner. Hung Lee. Jaskiran Mangat. George Mann. Nathan Mannering. Thomas McLaughlin. Rosie Milne. Daniel Moss. Laura O'Brien. Daniel O'Neill. Sai Palmer. Arifa Patel. George Pellet. Alexander Powell Perry. Rebecca Reed. Angus Ridings. Wakil Sarfaraz. Ella Stiles. James Temple. Jonathan Vick. Philippa Wright. Chancellor, for BSc Mathematics with Computer Science, Oliver Borman Humphrey. Thomas Hamlin. Chancellor for BSc in Mathematics with Economics, and Chancellor also awarded the prize for the best performance in the Mathematics BSc, Laura Fisher. Birger Fuchs. Naruttam Singh Gopal. Simon Hambidge. George Kirkby. Michael Leonard. Gilly Mabbott. Jack Pape. And Michael Tweedy. Chancellor for BSc in Physics, James Ashby. Benjamin Coombs. Perrier Gersel. Oscar Jennings. Thomas Knight. Christopher Nichols. Chancellor also awarded the Pamela Rothwell Prize for an outstanding BSc project, Christopher Reed. Nicholas Thalasitis. Matthew Zibamanza Mofrad. Chancellor for BSc in Physics with Astrophysics, Christopher Possel. Chancellor for the degree of Master of Mathematics in Mathematics, Daniel Bridge. Mary Castles. Harriet Couchman. Chancellor also awarded the prize for outstanding performance in the M-Math programme, Joe Isles. Congratulations. Aaron Ford. Stephen Goodall. Rebecca Graham. Chancellor also awarded the McQuitty Prize for the Best Sussex Science finalist, Charles Morris. Congratulations. Kiresh Palmer. Chloe Powell. Michael Rainey. Laura Ross. Benjamin Summerfield Cow. Chancellor also jointly awarded the Hirschfeld Prize for the Best M Math Performance, Victor Summers. Congratulations. Chancellor also jointly awarded the Hirschfeld Prize for the Best M Math Performance, Philip Townsend. Edward Trinquon. Chancellor also awarded the IMA Prize, Harry Williams. Chancellor for M-Math in Mathematics with Economics, Emma Atakpa. And Jonas Henke. Chancellor for the degree of Master of Physics in Astrophysics, Mark Carter. Chancellor for MPhys in Physics, James Allen. Philippa Curtis. Daniel Gibbon. William Groom. Jack Miller. Chancellor also jointly awarded the David Axon Prize for the highest achieving finalist from the foundation year, Heinrich Wilsenach. Chancellor for MPhys in Physics with Astrophysics, Alexander Blackburn. Chancellor also awarded the Roger Taylor Prize for the best student on the MPhys, Nathan Bush. Chancellor also awarded the Roger Blin-Stoyle Prize for the best theory project, James Perry. Chancellor for MPhys in Theoretical Physics, and also jointly awarded the David Axon Prize for the highest achieving finalist from the foundation year, Poppy Asman. Gary Patterson. Jennifer Walker. Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Master of Science in Physics, Euromasters, Matthew Hull. Chancellor, I will now present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Elizabeth Brahma. Leonidas Christodoulou. Andrew Davidson. Mafalda Diaz. Kevin Falls. Marcus Hughes. Ekaterini Katsika. Edouard Marché. Adrian Martin. James McLaughlin. Andrew Riley Watson. Michael Taylor. And Carl Waugh. Chancellor, this concludes the list of graduands from the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences.
Chancellor, I present to you graduands who were unable to graduate earlier with their schools. There are quite a few. I think there must have been a problem with the buses this morning. From the School of History, Art History and Philosophy, Bachelor of Arts in English and Art History, Georgia Murray. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts for English and History, Connor Bollins. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts for English and History, Adam Dixon. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts for History and Politics, with study abroad year, Lucy Hale. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts for History, Caitlin Brady. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts for History, Connor Brand. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts for Art History, Nell Campbell. From the School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences, for the degree of Bachelor of Science for Mathematics with Economics, Aaron Tamapala. For the degree of Master of Chemistry in Chemistry, Kieran Fox. Chancellor, this is the moment when you have just a few seconds to reflect on whether you believe you've had sufficient nerve during the ceremony to give their degrees.
Oh, I think more than sufficient. I think just a little bit more than deserved, actually.
Chancellor, you have now met all the graduates being presented to you at this ceremony, and the moment has come for the formal conferral of degrees of the University of Sussex. I therefore ask you to confer their degrees on those presented to you and to the other graduands who have indicated their wish to graduate in absentia at this ceremony.
I formally confer degrees on all those mentioned by the Vice-Chancellor. Congratulations, you've done it. Well, that was by far the best ceremony I have ever attended this morning. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. Yeah, I do feel slightly undeserving of it all, but hey, I'll take it. Congratulations to everyone, including our newest honoris causa, Dr. Fanshawe. I have to have just a few words about Simon. Simon was instrumental, I think, in me coming here as Chancellor. There were two parts to the interview, as I realized it was. I thought they were just meetings and a drink, but they were interviews. And I met first with Michael Farthing, and then secondly with Simon. And if Michael Farthing was the dinner and a movie, then Simon Fanshawe was the, do you want to come back to my place? His place being here, of course, which is where I ended up. Also, Simon is one of those people, and he's always been incredibly warm and generous towards me. I really, really appreciate that. It's made my journey a lot more fun. And in fact, generally, I have to say, a room is made that much more interesting and exciting by Simon walking into it. Ironically, when he walks out of it, there's just so much relief. It's one of those weird conundrums that somebody will come up with an equation for one day. Congratulations and well done to family and friends. Some of you were truly embarrassing, and you have my undying respect for that. But you know what, graduates, they've been with you all the way. They're with you here today. So everyone on the stage as well, a big hand for the families and friends. So as your time here at Sussex draws to a close, we hope that you will keep us in your thoughts and minds and hearts and remain connected to us as alumni. There are those present here today that have been associated with your success that look upon these days with huge fondness and so much pride. So please show your appreciation for your teachers, tutors, and staff. In closing the ceremony, the Chancellor of University is supposed to say something inspiring or impart some wisdom. And since I find myself neither inspiring or wise, you're all going to be getting out of here a lot quicker than you thought. However, we have paid the rent on the room, so I may as well share some of my thoughts with you over the next few minutes. I apologize if they're simplistic. These are things that have just been rattling around my head recently. If there are any good thoughts in there, they're shamelessly stolen from someone else anyway. But recently, I was filming last week, and we got talking on set about, it was somebody who said, it was a fellow actor who said, I just think that I'm really shallow. And I thought, well, you're an actor. Quelle surprise. No, I kind of said, why? And this guy said, well, you know, my parents were incredibly active. They were activists. You know, they were very creative, and, you know, they marched on protests and things. And I've just not done that, and that must make me really shallow. And it got me to thinking about what, you know, he said they were remarkable. They do remarkable things. And it got me thinking about, you know, what is remarkable? What is a remarkable act? What makes a hero? And the dictionary definition of a hero is someone who's admired for having courageous or noble qualities. And I thought, when I thought about it, traditionally, heroes, it's applied to, great military feats, people who rush into burning buildings, test pilots, astronauts, somebody who does something extraordinary. And the image that always comes to my mind when I think of courage, particularly as a term, is the young man with shopping bags who on his way home, that stood in front of the tanks at Tiananmen Square in those protests in 1989. He was just an ordinary guy who just did something spontaneous that many of us may not be capable of. And I started to think, well, hang on, wasn't he just the right person for the right circumstance and the right time? Isn't that what it was? He made a choice. All those people regard as heroes make a choice. It may be kind of instinctive, but there is a choice made. And then we retrospectively go, well, that was really heroic. I mean, the people who do those acts aren't thinking, I'm a hero, whoa, I'm a hero. They just they act. And then I thought, what if you're not in the military and you're not a doctor and you never pass a burning building or a tank that needs to be stood in front of? Does that mean you can't be a hero? Does that mean you can't be remarkable? And I thought, no, not everyone is meant to be, an Alan Turing or an Alexander the Great or a Gandhi or a Mandela or whoever. So what else is it? There must be something else, because that's just about circumstance, time, and that person coming together. And I thought about all the billions of people in this room, the parents, grandparents, friends, you guys here, who get up and go to work, and people who go about their business, they raise families in a quiet, consistent way. And I thought, well, they make choices too, just like those heroes do. They make choices, and they make choices that can and affect all of us. Some of those decisions turn out well, some of them, turn out not so well. But whatever the outcome, these people are there, ready again to make another choice. They come off the rails, but bloody hell, they get back on again all the time. And they survive. And I thought, well, aren't they being the right people for the right circumstance and the right time? Given the circumstance and the choices they make a choice. And I thought, well, that's remarkable. That is remarkable. That is heroic. Not only just taking the choice, but taking the responsibility for the outcome as well. I mean, I firmly do believe that we are the sum total of all our choices. That's who we are. That's how we express ourselves. And what defines us is always, always what we do next. Always, that's what's defining us, not what just happened to us. And if you choose to do nothing, then at least make that an active choice. Because otherwise you become a child of fate, someone to whom things just happen, and you just become fashioned by other people's preferences. And the other thing I was thinking about was about fate and destiny. Somebody just said, well, maybe I'm not destined to do those things. And I thought, I'm not quite sure I've never been quite sure what I believe about destiny. And I said to this guy, is it destiny or is it random acts? And I said, is there a difference? Is it just the term, that's different? And I thought, do you know what? I'm happy to accept that destiny plays a part. Fine, you're born somewhere, you die somewhere. Fine, that's maybe destined, maybe it isn't. And then other stuff is random acts, but I can't do anything about those first two. I can't do anything that is supposedly predetermined, and I can't do anything about random acts, because I don't know that they're coming. So that leaves me the other thing, which are choices. I can choose to act, and that's the one thing that I can do that may define me. And the other thing that I've learned is never to be afraid of making mistakes, not just because I made loads, but I try to make sure that each mistake I make is a brand new one. If you make the same mistake again and again and again, quite frankly, you're an idiot. There's no two ways about it. As Thomas Edison said, I failed my way to success. And I started thinking about what is success then for some people. It's making lots of money, doing altruistic work, being famous, raising a family, achieving a work-life balance. And I think, I don't have a problem with any of those things. I think they're all perfectly acceptable aims. But the people that I find inspiring, the successful people, they have one common element, and that for me is compassion. They may be rich, they may be poor, they may be unsung, famous, innocent, cynical, but they all express their humanity at the same time. And I'm not talking simply about being nice. I mean, they are generous of spirit. They make the effort to empathize. And it's something else that I was thinking about, which is I don't really need sympathy. I think sympathy, when it's given to me, I accept it because of the spirit in which it's given to me, but I don't really need it. If I need anything, it's empathy. And I think sympathy is, is looking at someone else's problem through your eyes. And empathy is looking at that same problem through theirs. And the people who've empathized with me, they made the effort. They made the effort to listen, to give, and not for adulation or respect, simply because they were just expressing who they were. Maya Angelou, the great American poet, once said, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." And I thought, well, maybe that's the whole achievable point of being here then, to connect, to try and understand others, and thereby understand oneself, to show your humanity to one other person, and therefore you show it to the universe every time. And to me, I thought that's when a person matters and makes a contribution. Life is unpredictable, and so roll with it, move with the flow of the water rather than spending your life fighting against it, and accept that unpredictable isn't a byword for bad. You may be aware that Sussex, unlike Simon, it was his second choice, which I didn't know. Sussex was my first choice. No. When I applied, except Simon got in and I didn't. Apparently my grades weren't good enough, so I took my business elsewhere, scraped through a degree, worked in jobs that I wasn't happy with, changed careers, and I waited till all those people who were responsible for me not getting in had either retired, had been deported, were in prison, or had just become plain dead, and I got in as Chancellor. And my point is, the point being, life is unpredictable, and unpredictable isn't always bad. Remember to be creative. Einstein once said that logic can get you from A to B, but your imagination can get you anywhere. And that just reminded me, I know we've got lots of art people in. There was a story that I heard a few weeks ago, and it was about a girl who's drawing a picture, a little girl, kind of 5-6-year-old, who's drawing a picture in class, and the teacher came over and said, "That's lovely, what is it?" And she said, "I'm drawing God." And the teacher said, "Well, that's interesting, because nobody knows what God looks like." And the girl said, "They will in a minute." Never waste an experience. If you're not enjoying something, then what are you learning from it? And if you're not learning from it and you're not enjoying it, then why are you doing it? Stop. Do something else. Sometimes the solution to a problem isn't right in front of you because it's not meant to be. Sometimes it's just sitting, waiting behind your next mistake. There's a story that I really love about two mice that fell into a bowl of cream and couldn't get out. And one mouse just thought, "This is ridiculous. Why bother? It's not going to happen," and just gave up and drowned. And the other mouse kind of just struggled and struggled and thrashed around and splashed and struggled about until he'd churned all the cream into butter and he stepped out of the bowl. Sometimes the struggle is the solution. Finally, a couple of suggestions that you can take or leave. I don't care. It's up to you. Before I go, which is, firstly, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so listen twice as much as you speak. And finally, remember to have your 5 veg or fruit a day. This can include tinned stuff, raw and cooked, but a slice of lemon in your gin and tonic doesn't count. Sorry. You all made remarkable choices to get here. You made choices in completing your courses. You made the choice to succeed. You thus bearing out David Bowie's line that we can be heroes, even for just one day. You're all amazing creative people, and all you have to do now is to go out there and realize that and create that with every decision you make. I leave you with a quote from Albert Camus, who said, "When you have once seen the glow of happiness on the face of a beloved person, you know that a man can have no vocation but to awaken that light on the faces surrounding him. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Be creative, dream big, be passionate, never, never give up. Spread love. I wish you all happiness and good fortune in everything you do. I officially declare this graduation closed.